皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。Welcome to the Japanese Easy News Article of the Day for August 5th, 2026. 2026年8月5日の今日の記事でございます。For our headline today, we have 台風13号。沖縄県などでは雨と風に気をつけて。And here is our short vocab from the headline. We have 台風, a typhoon, 号。A counter for numbered items. So if we say taifu, a number, then go, they start numbering them, I think, every year. They'll restart the numbers back to 0. So this is the number they use for that. So we have number go, the number of something. And we have Okinawa ken, the Okinawa prefecture. Ame is rain. Kaze is wind. And kiotsukeru is to be careful or to take caution.Okay, to get back into our headline, we have 台風13号. So 台風, typhoon, 13, number 13, and this go is how we say 13. So typhoon number 13 of the year. 沖縄県など. So 沖縄県 is Okinawa followed by ken, ken being prefecture, so Okinawa prefecture, like a state. And we have など. Nado is Okinawa ken and places like it. So we attach nado means things or places like it. And then this dewa tells us our location and tells us that's our main topic here, or our main idea. Okinawa ken nado dewa. So as far as being in Okinawa ken and the like, nearby places. Ame to kaze. So ame is rain, kaze is wind, to is our and.Ni, we use the particle ni along with this phrase here, kiotsukeru. So kiotsukeru means to be careful or to take caution. And we use ni here pointing to what we are being careful of or taking caution for. So, ame to kaze ni kiotsukete. Take caution or be careful about...the rain and the wind. And then this kiotsukeru, the verb here we have is tsukeru, and then we're putting that in the te form to make it a command. So please do this thing, right? So it's actually not very please, it's not super polite, but it's kind of neutral. So typhoon number 13. Be careful of rain and wind in Okinawa Prefecture and places nearby.Okay, here is our vocab list from the rest of the article. 鹿児島県, Kagoshima Prefecture. 奄美地方 is Amami region. This 地方 that we see here, that means region, so you can throw it after any of the regions in Japan. So 東北地方, 近畿地方. Here we are talking about the Amami 地方, the Amami region. And we have 向かう, that is to head towards something.Nami is a wave. Taoreru is for something to fall down, collapse. Jouhou is information. Oki is big or large. Tsuyoi is strong or of high intensity. Umi is the sea or ocean. Akai is high or tall. Ie is a house. Fuku is to blow.Furu is to fall. We use this for precipitation. So particularly when we're talking about rainfalls, snow falls, we will use furu. And then finally, jishin is an earthquake.
気象庁によると、台風13号が沖縄県や鹿児島県の奄美地方に向かっています。大きくてとても強い台風です。海では波が高くなりそうです。沖縄県と奄美地方では明日から波が高くなりそうです。風も強くなります。沖縄県では家が倒れるぐらいの強い風が吹くかもしれません。雨にも気をつけてください。地震があった熊本県でも明日から風が強くなって雨が降るかもしれません。 気象庁は新しい情報を調べて気をつけてほしいと言っています。
All right, let's jump right into our article.
気象庁によると、台風13号が沖縄県や鹿児島県の奄美地方に向かっています。
気象庁によると、so 気象庁 is how we say the Japan Meteorological Agency or the weather people in Japan. によると is a phrase we can say kind of meaning like according to. So this is where we're getting our information from. So 気象庁によると according to the Japan Meteorological Agency, 台風13号 you saw this in the headline. Typhoon number 13. This ga tells us that this typhoon number 13 is our subject. It's going to be doing an action or being something. In this case, we'll see what action it is doing. But whenever you see a ga, you always want to be looking for a verb that it's going to be doing or being. So, then we have Okinawa ken. Okinawa ken is Okinawa Prefecture. Ya Kagoshima ken. Kagoshima ken, we look at these, we have Okinawa Prefecture, Kagoshima Prefecture with this ken here. But however, Kagoshima ken, we have a no after it, meaning we're talking about something from Kagoshima ken or of Kagoshima ken, which is Amami Chiho. So Amami Chiho is the Amami region. You can add Chiho after various regions in Japan. So Amami Chiho would be the Amami region. Tohoku Chiho would be the Tohoku region. And then we have a ya in between the Okinawa ken and Kagoshima ken no Amami Chiho. And this ya, basically we're listing things here, but we're not limiting it to these things. So, Okinawa Prefecture, the Amami region of Kagoshima Prefecture, and the like. Places like it, places near it, etc., etc. Then we use the particle ni here to indicate some direction. We use this with certain verbs, and we always use it with the verb mukau if we want to say where something is heading. So mukau means to head towards. Then that is being put in the te form followed by iru or imas to say it is currently happening. If we have a verb in the te form with iru, that means it is currently happening, or this is an action that's currently ongoing. And that goes back to our Typhoon 13号. So, Typhoon number 13 is heading towards Okinawa Prefecture and the Amami region of Kagoshima Prefecture, and with this ya and the like, or places nearby it.
大きくてとても強い台風です。
Okay, now we have 大きくて. So 大き is large. It's an e adjective. If we want to say it's large and something else, we need to put that in what's called the te form. So we drop that e, 大きくて. We drop when we add this くて. So 大きくて. 大き becomes 大きくて. And とても強い. So とても meaning very, 強い meaning strong. And when we describe something, we put it in front of the noun here, which is 台風. So 台風, typhoon. And then des, which is. So we are still on the topic of typhoon number 13. It is a large and very strong typhoon. 大きくてとても強い台風です。
海では波が高くなりそうです。
And we have 海では. So 海 is the sea or the ocean. では de. This is actually a combination of two particles here. We have de, which tells us our location, and wa, kind of narrowing the scope of our talk. So 海では, as far as on the ocean, 波が, so nami is waves. Once again, the ga particle saying that waves are going to do something. And then that verb is going to be 高くなる. So 高い is high. And when we want to connect the verb なる to become, if we want to say like something becomes high or gets high or tall, we have to change 高い by dropping the e and adding this く. Then we can attach なる to it. So 高くなる. And then we have our verb なる to become or to get a certain way. And if we want to attach this そう, which means it seems like that's the case, we have to change that verb into what's called the mas stem. So it goes from なる to なり. So 高い and なる becomes 高くなり. Then we add our そう. And です is, that is the case, right? So on the ocean, it seems like, that's what this so des is doing here, the waves will become tall, or they will get high. There will be high, tall waves.
沖縄県と奄美地方では明日から波が高くなりそうです。
Okay, 沖縄県と奄美地方では. So once again, we have this では saying, all right, we're locating to these places. That's what we're talking about. So in Okinawa Prefecture and the Amami region. Now this to is unlike the ya. We're kind of just talking about these. We're not including anything else. So in Okinawa Prefecture and the Amami region, 6日から. So 6日 is what they have written down, which would be the 6th of the month, which now we're in August. But she said 明日 because she was recording this today. So starting tomorrow or on the 6th, this kara saying from or starting on that day, 波が高くなりそうです. So 波が高くなりそうです. We actually broke that down already. We have 波 with our waves. Ga, it's going to do something. 高い, tall. くなる, that's how we would connect it. 高くなる, to become tall. And then 高くなりそうです. It seems like they will become high or get tall.
風も強くなります。
Okay. 風も強くなります. So 風 is wind. も this is a particle that we use when we want to add something on. It's kind of like also. So the wind will also. Then we have 強くなります. We already saw 強い previously. That's an e adjective, and we already learned that when we want to attach the verb なる to become or to get, we have to drop the e and add a く, then we can attach なる. So to become strong, 強くなる. You'll hear this one a lot in anime. And then we have the mas form simply for politeness, which goes to なります. So 風も強くなります. The wind will also become strong.
沖縄県では家が倒れるぐらいの強い風が吹くかもしれません。
Okay, then we have 沖縄県 once again. では, as far as in Okinawa Prefecture, 家 is house. が it's gonna do something. 倒れる is like to collapse, to fall down, to be, in shambles. So 家が倒れる for a house to collapse. ぐらい, we're talking about an amount of something and around an amount of something. We'll kind of describe this later once we get this whole thing going. Then if we want to connect that to 強い風, which is, we already talked about, strong wind, we have to use the particle no, since this phrase is a noun phrase. So, and all of this is describing the kind of wind that we are dealing with. So, 家が倒れるぐらいの強い風. So, a wind that is strong to the extent that a house would collapse. Or winds so strong that houses might fall over or collapse. And then that wind が is going to do something as our subject. 吹く, which is blow. And then we have かもしれません. So かもしれません we can add to the end of a statement to say this might be the case, or maybe a little bit like probably, but we're still not sure. So as far as in Okinawa ken, a wind that is so strong that it might blow down houses may blow.
雨にも気をつけてください。
Ame. So ame, rain, nimo. So this is this mo that we used earlier, but we're also using it with ni because we have our verb kiotsukeru, well, our verb phrase anyways, kiotsukeru, to be careful of something. So we use the particle ni when we want to point to what we are being careful of, and that is ame, which is rain, and then we add this mo in for also. So also be careful of the rain. And then because we have this in the te form with kudasai, that is a polite request. Please watch out for or be careful of the rain as well. That mo is kind of that as well, right?
地震があった熊本県でも明日から風が強くなって雨が降るかもしれません。
Okay, then we have 地震. 地震 is an earthquake. Ga, it's going to do something or be something as our subject. Atta, this comes from our verb aru, to exist. It's being put in the past tense. So when something is had or something existed or occurred, we can use aru or atta. So 地震があった, an earthquake happened, or there was an earthquake. And all that is describing Kumamoto ken. So Kumamoto Prefecture, where an earthquake happened. They actually just had an earthquake last week. It was pretty bad. And then demo, we are using de to say it's in our location and using mo. And that's just like the mo we saw previously. Also, or even in Kumamoto Prefecture that just had an earthquake, 6日から or 明日から the 6th day of the month, or tomorrow, から saying when something is starting from tomorrow, 風が強くなって so 風 is the wind, が is our particle saying that this is their subject, right? And 強くなる 強くなる, as we saw previously, it's coming from 強い, attaching なる to say something is becoming strong. So the wind will become strong. Then if we want to say that and we're still continuing our sentence, we put that in the te form. So なる turns into 強くなって. It becomes strong, and 雨が the rain が is going to be our subject. It's going to do something. 降る which is to fall. So when Japanese, when we want to say the rain is going to fall or it's going to rain, we have to phrase it like the rain will fall. 雨が降る. And then we once again have かもしれません might. There's a possibility. We're not sure, but it's a good guess. So even in Kumamoto Prefecture that had an earthquake, starting tomorrow, the wind will get strong and it might rain.
気象庁は新しい情報を調べて気をつけてほしいと言っています。
Okay, we have 気象庁, once again, the Japan Meteorological Agency. What our main topic or framework as far as they're concerned? 新しい情報. 新しい being new, 情報 being information. So new information or recent information. を we are going to do something to it as our object. O marks our object. So there's going to be a verb that does something to that. Our verb is 調べる, which is to look something up. And we're putting that in the te form. So look up new information and 新しい情報を調べて気をつけてほしい. So 気をつける, once again, to be careful. And we're putting that in our te form plus 欲しいです. This is a grammar here. When we have a verb in the te form followed by 欲しい, that means we want someone else to do something. If we want to do something, we would use what's called the Thai form. We won't talk about that today, but want someone else to do something, you use てほしい. So 新しい情報を調べて気をつけてほしい. Want you to look up new information and be careful. And then we have と言っています. So This is a phrase that when we are quoting someone, we can use. This is what they are saying. So to break it down, we have you, which is our verb here, to say, and then we put that in the te iru form, which we discussed earlier, meaning it's currently happening, right? So they are saying this. They have said this. And then this to kind of marks something before it as a complete idea. So, と言っています, they are saying that. And then all of this is what they are saying. And who's saying it? We go back to our Kishoujo, the Japan Meteorological Agency. So the Japan Meteorological Agency is saying that they want us to look up new information and be careful. So keep up to date on the dangers with all that new information and be careful. So, I mean, Japan is no stranger to natural disasters, but you know, sometimes they all hit at once. The crazy fires, the earthquakes, the tsunamis, the rain, the wind, seems like they're getting bombarded right now. But hopefully those of you in Japan, particularly in the southern parts of Japan, stay safe, and I am praying for you. So 今日はありがとうございました. Thank you so much for being here for the article. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have not yet, please like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. Also, feel free to join us for further streams and videos. So I will hope to see you there. 本当にありがとうございました. またね.